story is truly, I mean, you proved me right once again. The story is what connects people. And I want, I know Stephanie and I have not talked playing this call out or anything, but the fertility thing, I had to hit on that because if you look around in this industry is 95% women.
Yes.
Now, maybe not at the top, but if you look around the middle and the bottom,
yep,
all women in this industry, and there are so many women out there that are experiencing the same thing, that's sitting at their desk right now, have an appointment this evening, or have to give themselves a fertility shot, or this, that, and the other. So I just want them to know that they're not alone in that. And so,
one thing I want to mention, Ty, with that just I just thought about it. I started writing a lot about infertility and miscarriage and things a couple years ago. When you think that no one is listening to you, even when you post on LinkedIn, because you might only have 1 like or 0 likes or whatever, know that people still see you. And a lot of times it's the people that don't want to necessarily engage with that post that it's resonating with. And I was so pleased when the CEO of a very well-known company in property management reached out and said, I hope you know that we now have a bereavement policy for those who have miscarried or stillbirths, and went on to talk about how important that is. And I do know that there are companies out there that are also doing things like infertility treatments, and they help with those costs. Just those things that companies can do, it just means the world to people, because if I'm giving you so much of myself day in and day out, and you can offer me that, whether or not I even utilize those services, or it's the fact that it's there, that it was offered to me, it makes a huge difference.
Well, I think it makes you work harder for a company.
Sure.
That is amazing, that because when a company cares about you, you care about the company. When I was working for Apartment Finder, I remember my sister getting sick with the flu, H1N1 and the swine flu.
I remember that.
Yes. Around.
That was a big thing.
Got sick to the point, like went down, and I can talk about it now because she's fine. I lead with that. She is 100% okay, guys. But went down on the respirator. Went in ICU, telling us she was not going to make it through the night. And I was working at Apartment Finder. I had just started with them when this happened, and I had to leave and come home. And when I tell you, Michelle Childers, Jill Tice, Marsha Bollinger, those ladies, go home. Do not call us talking about no Apartment Finder stuff. We will go in, because I'm like, I'm calling them, and they like, how is your sister? And I'm like, well, I'll be back soon. They like, hey, you take care of your sister. We will go in the market. We will service your people. I had never had a company ever do that for me. And it changed me as a leader too, because I'm going to talk about the company, but I had never did that for anybody either. I don't know had I ever been put in that dramatic of a situation, but I've been put in a situation when I wasn't a mom where I was the leader of moms. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't understand your child being sick. I didn't understand you can't come to work tomorrow. Because I worked in the office, and the pressure is on me. And
yes.
If you work in an office that's a leasing office, there's one job for everybody to do.
Absolutely.
And if that person doesn't do it, but the culture had never been created for me. So I love that you said that, because once I became a mom though, and I realized sometimes stuff just happens. I might have to turn this podcast off right now and run out of here because something is going on at my baby's school. And everybody has to understand. And it wasn't until that I understood what it meant to be a mom that was a leader. So, okay, I confessed. I told you guys I was a horrible mom leader before I was a mom. I'm like, no, can somebody else do it? Get somebody else to do it. You need to come to work. But I like that you said, if a company does not create that type of culture for you moms, it just might not be the company for you to be working at.
Yes.
I love that. So before we end, because we are almost at the top of the hour.
Well, that flew by.
Time flies when you're having fun.
That's
when you're
right.
having a good conversation, it does that. I know we talked about personal branding a little bit in TikTok. But let's talk about Stephanie on TikTok, because everybody always tells me, well, did you see her TikTok videos? Did you see? And so I have the pleasure of going through and stalking your TikTok page. But did this start during the pandemic? When did this start for you? And what are you doing with this platform?
That's a great question. I feel like I've tried to do a good job in terms of showing my authenticity, across the board. I feel like I was one of the first pivotal people about 4 to 5 years ago on LinkedIn to start really putting their kids' pictures up and really talking about what it was like to be a mom. And, I always love when someone posts on LinkedIn and they're like, I know this isn't Facebook, but, and I'm like, why do you need to say that? Because it's who you are at the core. It shouldn't be either or, right? It shouldn't be that Ty, working her public speaking business or taking care of her child. It's all lumped into one. So, of course, it's fine to share those types of things on that platform. But I did try to be very intentional with it. But at the end of the day, it's still professional networking. I don't think everybody wants to see too much of me with kids all of the time. So Instagram was and Facebook is where I would put a lot more of that content. Well, obviously video is king, as they say. And, people would put out videos and I thought it was really fun. And I'm going to really get some deep nuggets here. I decided last year, because I had posted a little bit on TikTok, but hadn't really done much. Last year, I was pregnant unexpectedly. Life was a little bit more chaotic than usual. And my husband and I, found out that we were having a boy. We wanted to surprise the kids and tell them we'd already done the big gender reveal before. This was the fourth child. So we had already done a lot of those things. For us, it was we found out together and then we were going to have the kids cut into a cake and find out if it was a boy or a girl. Well, we decided to videotape it for ourselves as like a great memory. My youngest at the time had just gotten up from a nap. So she has on no clothes and just a diaper on. Well, let me just tell you what the TikTok people had to say about me and my parenting. It was a great video. People loved my oldest daughter talking about what a great second mom she would be and all these things. But for the most part, people ripped me apart and said, I cannot believe you would be bringing another child into this world when you can't even potty train the child that you have right now. And her hair looks a mess because, again, she had just gotten up from a nap. Me being just very genuine, posted a very genuine, let's just say they questioned everything about me. Here I am, very hormonal and pregnant, and thought to myself, I questioned everything. I had to take a break from TikTok. Mental health, I had to walk away and say, this is not okay. Now I have started back up again and have posted videos this year. And those haters are back. They are back, Ty. And now I can actually say, that's a direct reflection of those people and how they treat things. And I like for my TikTok channel to, again, show a different side of me that people don't necessarily see on the other platforms. I want to be fun. Being a parent is hard. I want to show that it's hard, but I also want to show that it is the most unconditional love and the best thing that I've ever done in my entire life. I want to show the tears when I'm traveling, leaving my kids, but also the fun time that we have on the events we do. I mean, I just want to showcase, you could think of it as like a lifestyle, what people get a look into my life and, enjoy it. It's meant to be fun, but also, include some serious things. And I do think it's just another way to showcase a part of me that people may or may not know, because I've been called unapproachable before, Ty, and I don't like, and I think people just get intimidated. Yeah. The first time I was ever called that, I'm like, oh my gosh, talk to me at conferences, come up to me. I'm a hugger. I love to be around people. But you know what? Their perception was their reality. And so it helped me to think, okay, how else can I be someone, showcase a little bit different side of me that everybody else gets to see in my house every single day?
You know what? I love it. And I love when your daughter said, we're getting a dog.
Yeah.
We're getting a dog. Mom, are you having a baby? Or are we getting a dog? She was so I love it.
And we got the dog too, girl. We got the dog too. We might have been crazy, but it was our chaos.
Look, I see that you have a Frenchie.
Yeah, we have two Frenchies.
Yes. So one, I think we're haters. You're just going to hate. Yeah. Anytime you put anything out on social media about your kid, it's just naturally that there's going to be some people in there that's going to say some things. I totally get it. I put a video out there about Tidy last year, and he said a curse word. It was funny. It was funny. It was. I died laughing. And over 17,000 other people thought it was funny too. But in those comments, I did get some comments, but I know how I'm raising my child. I know what I'm
Absolutely.
doing. And so I'm just like, I delete them and I don't shine a light on anything negative and I just go from there. So you are amazing, Stephanie.
Ditto, my
Thank
friend.
you so much for coming on Talking with Ty today, from sharing everything from your journey of how you started from being a part-time leasing professional to pivoting your career to NAA to Grace Hill and all the amazing things. But really, thank you for being an ally.
Of course.
Thank you for sponsorship. And thank you for standing in the gap and standing not with just Black women, with all minorities, all people that are different, and all people that need someone like you to be a voice. Tell the people if anybody is looking to book you, if anybody is looking for a speaker, how do they get in touch with you and what does that look like?
Great question. Always the easiest way to get in touch with me is my LinkedIn. I'm very active on there. It gives you kind of a brief overview of the top topics that I speak on, and to just, DM me right on there. That is always the easiest. Of course, you can email me as well, but people find that that is the most successful way to get in touch with me, and very quickly. And it's my true identity because I verified my government ID on LinkedIn. So it's me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Stephanie. You are my sister for life. I cannot wait to see you in California and just be able to hug on you and love on you even more. And I feel like today I just gained so much more insight from you. And I love hearing the story behind the brand. And I feel more connected to you. And I hope everybody else does too.
Thank you. Please send me exactly what colors we're wearing on the next trip, because this was not planned, but I love it. We got the earrings going on, the
Yes.
bright pink.
We are in tune. This is what you call alignment, honey. When
Yes.
you are in alignment with the people that God preordained and predestined to be in your journey, it just happens like this, and you happen to be one of those people. Stephanie, thank you. Have an amazing day, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.
Thank you so much, Ty. And thanks to everyone for watching.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Have a great day.